Hello dear students, how are you? I hope you are doing well. So today's lecture is the continuation of our previous lecture, Pakistan healthcare system. So at the end of this presentation we will be able to understand the healthcare services in Pakistan and healthcare team members. So healthcare services in Pakistan. So there are three types of healthcare services in Pakistan: preventive healthcare services, curative and rehabilitative healthcare services. So preventive healthcare services, these are the measures that are taken to prevent the disease rather than curing them or treating their symptoms. For example, immunization, screening for blood pressure, cancer, cholesterol, depression, obesity, type 2 diabetes, and impedes screening for hearing, vision, autism, and developmental disorder. These are all preventive healthcare services. Next comes the curative healthcare services. So, curative healthcare services, they are the health services that cure the existent disease or medical condition. For example, administration of antibiotic for bacterial infection, chemotherapy or radiation therapy for cancers, and a cast for broken limb. Cast is this is a POP, plaster of Paris, and dialysis treatment for kidney failure and surgery for appendicitis. These are all curative services. So rehabilitative services, these are the services that can help the peoples with disability to get gainfully employed and do away with reliance on others. For example, for rehabilitative services, walkers, cans and clutches are used. Glucose these monitors are used, and infusion pumps are used. For rehabilitative services, prosthetics and orthotics are used. So prosthetics, these are artificial body parts, and orthotics, these are the devices for supporting or immobilizing muscle or a joint. So this is an example of prosthetics, and this one is an orthotics, and here this is a clutch, and this is can. So other than this, for rehabilitation, power wheelchairs are used, and assistive breathing machines are used, and low vision aids are used in rehabilitative services. So major health programs in Pakistan. So following are the major health programs in Pakistan. EPI, expanded program on immunization. This program give vaccines to the children, and national AIDS control program, malaria control program, national TB control programs, national programs for prevention and control of blindness, and national programs for family planning and primary health care, and national maternal, newborn and child health programs, and cancer treatment programs, and drug abuse control programs. These are all major programs in Pakistan. So now comes health team. Healthcare is a team effort. Each healthcare provider is like a member of the team with a special role. So some team members, they are doctors or technicians who help to diagnose disease, and others are experts who treat disease or care for patients who are having any physical and emotional disability, and they need physical and emotional care. So here are these healthcare team members: doctors, nurses, pharmacists, dentists, dietitians. Then comes technologists and technicians. These include medical lab technologists, imaging technologists, and then therapists and rehabilitation specialists. These includes physical therapists, and then emotional, social and spiritual support providers. These include psychiatrists, psychologists, then administrative and supportive staff, and then community health workers and patient navigators. Now we'll discuss one by one. So doctors, so there are two types of doctors: primary healthcare doctors and specialists. So when patient need medical care, they first go to primary healthcare doctor. So primary healthcare doctor focus on preventive health care, This includes regular checkups, disease screening tests, immunization, and health counseling. So, primary healthcare doctors may be family practitioners, internal medicine, and osteopathic doctors. So, pediatricians they are also provide primary health care for babies, children, and teenagers, and they treat day-to-day illness and provide preventive care such as minor injuries, viral infections, immunization, and checkup. So, specialist doctors they diagnose and treat the condition that require a special area of knowledge. So, patients may see a specialist to diagnose or treat a specific short term condition, or if they have a chronic disease, they may see a specialist on an ongoing basis. For example, endocrinologist, dermatologist, and obstetrics. So these are doctors. Now come nurses. So the role of registered nurses is to provide health care to individual families and communities, and they provide services designed to promote health, prevent illness, and achieve an optimal level of functioning. And a certified nursing assistant's main role is to provide basic care to the patient as well as assist them in daily activities like bathing, and in long term care facilities, certified nursing assistant is often a patient main care providers. So next comes pharmacist. Pharmacists give patient medicines that are prescribed or recommended by doctors, and they tell patients how to use these medicines and answers questions about the side effects of the medicine. And the pharmacists they help the doctors in choosing medicines for the patient and inform doctors if combination of medicines may interact or harm the patient. So this Form D pharmacist have a doctor of pharmacy. They have degree, and they there is license for the state by some states as well, and that is of 5 years course. Then comes the dentist. Dentists they treat problems with teeth and mouth, and they teach the patients about brushing, flossing, fluoride, and other aspects of dental care. And they treat tooth decay, they fill cavities, and they replace missing teeth. So it takes 5 years to become a dentist, and this includes 4 years bachelor's degree and 1 year internship. And dental specialty take another 2 to 4 years of education or residency. So next comes dietitians. So when dietary and nutritional services are required, a dietitian may also be the member of a health team. So dietitians they supervise the preparation of meals according to the doctor's prescription. Then comes technologists and technicians. So they have technical role in diagnosing or treating disease. They work in variety of settings, for example, lab technologists and imaging technologies. So medical lab technologies they diagnose or treat diseases by analyzing body fluids and cells, and they look for bacteria or parasite, and they analyze chemicals, they match blood for transfusions, or they test for drug level in the blood to see how a patient is responding to the treatment. And they have 4 years bachelor's degree that is called medical lab technology, and some states require license for this. So then radiologist or radiology technologists they are also called radiographers. So they diagnose and treat disease by taking x-rays. So for some procedure these radiologists they make a solution that patient drink to help soft body tissues can be seen. So radiology technicians they can be specialized in computerized tomography called CT scan or magnetic resonance imaging MRI or mammography, and most radiology technologists they complete a 2 years and associate degree that is after metric, and some they have 4 years bachelor degree that is medical imaging technology, and licensing requirement vary by the state. So then next comes pharmacy technicians. So in technologists, we have discussed about medical lab technologists, medical imaging technologies. In technicians, these are pharmacy technicians. So what they do, so they are basically they have only matriculation. Their education is matriculation, and then after matriculation they have this 2 years diploma. And what they do, they help the pharmacists in preparing prescription medicines. They provide customer services and perform administrative duties such as taking prescription requests, counting pills, labeling bottles, and preparing insurance forms, etc. These are technicians. Next comes therapist and rehabilitation specialist. So in therapist we have occupational therapist. So they help patients perform tasks needed for everyday living or working. They work with patients who have physical, mental, or developmental disability. This includes stroke or CVA patients who have lost function on one side of their body, and heart or lung disease patients with activity or breathing limitations, or diabetes patients who have had a limb amputated. So these occupational therapists, they help the client to find new ways to dress, cook, eat, or work. So they may visit patients in their home or workplace to find adaptive equipment or teach patients about the new ways to do things. So these occupational therapists, they have BS or master's degree, and they have license by the state as well. So next comes physical therapist. So after occupational therapist, these are physical therapists. So what physical therapists do, they help the patients when they have an injury, disability, or medical condition that limits their body to move or function. So physical therapists, they test a patient's strengths and ability to move and create a treatment plan. So the goal of treatment of physical therapist is to improve mobility, reduce pain, restore functions, or prevent further disability. So physiotherapists may treat patients who have amputation, stroke, injury, or chronic diseases. So 4 years BS and 2 years master, or 3 years in some countries 3 years doctor degree is there. So next comes speech therapist. After physical therapist, in therapist we have speech therapist. They are also called speech language pathologists. They work with the patients who have problems related to speech, communication, and swallowing. These problems may be caused by cancer, stroke, or brain injury. So speech therapists, they made plans for patients according to their needs, and if a patient has problem in speaking, the therapist teach them how to use communication devices. They will help them about sign language, and they will teach them alternative way of communication. So for solving problems, they will teach patients to strengthen their muscles and new ways to swallow foods and liquids without choking. So they also have bachelor's degree speech therapist. So next comes respiratory therapist, so physical therapist, speech therapist, and then respiratory therapist. So these respiratory therapists, they treat and care for patients with breathing problems. They work with all type of patients including premature babies, older people with lung disease, or patient with asthma or emphysema. So respiratory therapist required an associate degree but may have a bachelor's degree as well. So after therapist we have emotional, social, and spiritual support workers. So these include mental health professionals, psychiatrists, and psychologists. So psychiatrists, they are medical doctors who diagnose or treat mental, emotional, and behavioral disorders, and this include disorders of brain, nervous system, and drug and chemical abuse. So Psychologists, what they do, they deal with mental process, especially during time of stress. They are not medical doctors, but they have bachelor's or doctors of physiology degree. So most psychologists, what they do not prescribe medicine, but they treat patient with counseling and psychotherapy. So means talk therapy. So next comes social workers. These social workers, they are in a clinical and hospital setting. They help patients and families cope with emotional, physical, financial issues that are related to their illness. So depending on the patient needs, social workers may help and coordinate services such as housing, transportation, financial assistance, meals, long-term care and hospice care. These are all done by social workers. So social workers may also refer patients to mental health professionals for emotional and substance abuse support as well. So social workers have master's degree and they are licensed by the state. So after that we have administrative and uh, sports staff. So administrative and sports staff, they facilitate the patient care within the hospital system. So what they do, they schedule appointment, they answer phone calls, they greet patient, they keep medical record, and they handle medical billing, they fill out insurance form, they arrange for labs or other diagnostic services, and they handle financial record. So some of these administrative and supportive staff job titles are clinical coordinator, administrative medical assistant, medical record specialist, billing specialist, financial counselors and schedulers. These are all administrative and supportive staff job titles. So the last healthcare team members are community workers and patient navigators. So community health workers and patient navigators play an important role on the healthcare team. So community health workers or outreach workers, they work in community settings and they link patient to the primary healthcare provider, health information, health screening, financial assistance and transporting. And what the patient navigators do, they usually work in clinics and hospitals, and they work closely with the patient to reduce the barriers that keep them from getting health care. So barrier may be related to low income, related to transportation, related to child care or language or ability to read forms, like they are unable to read forms and understand the healthcare system. Patient navigators will help them related to all these issues. So no one can do everything, but everyone can do something. So that's it. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, then you can type below.